Namaste, Proṇāṃ, Gita Dhyanam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Vritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvam-anusandadhami Bhagavad-gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Arjuna. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the 11th Adhyaya, Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, and Sri Krishna is he is just coaxing Arjuna, get up man, get up, tasmat uttishtha. Sri Krishna has told him, he has answered the doubt raised by Arjuna as to what is the purpose of this fierce looking creation destroying feature of the great Lord. And Krishna says, I am the time. You don't have to worry about it. Whether you like it or not. I have already taken care of all these warriors in both the camps too. You don't worry. So, whether you are there or not, I am already going to kill it. And therefore Krishna says, now you get up and do your duty as a proper Kshatriya. You are a Kshatriya, your duty is to wipe out the evil from this face of the earth. Get engaged in that. Have success, have fame, and enjoy that unrivaled, prosperous kingdom that you are going to enjoy. Tasmatvam uttishtha yashaha labhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyam samruddham. Therefore, get up, stand up, my dear friend, and attain success. Yashaha labhasva. Attain success, attain victory, attain fame. And jitva shatrun. Having gained victory over your enemies, having conquered your enemy force. Bhungshva rajyam samruddham. Enjoy this unrivaled, unparalleled, the prosperous kingdom of Hastinapur. That is what you are supposed to do. And then Krishna tells him, in case Arjuna has doubt again as to what happens to all these people who are going to be killed by him, by Arjuna. What is going to be Arjuna's fate then? So Krishna says, don't worry on that count. Maya eva ete nihataha purvam eva. I have already killed all of them. Already it is a history. What you are seeing here, they are just, the dream that you are seeing. I have already killed them. I have already planned their extermination. I have already planned their destruction. And you are just a instrument. Nimitta matra bhava savyasachin. Oh savyasachin, oh savyasachi, oh the great warrior who has the capability of fighting with both right and left hands, who has mastery, who is a master of archery using both right and left hands. Oh savyasachin, you just bhava nimitta matra, you just be an instrument, you just be incidental instrument in my hands. The rest of the things I have already taken care of it. You don't have to worry. You don't have to take that burden of, oh, I have killed so many people. No. You are just an instrument in my hand, my dear friend. If I don't wish, you won't do. If I don't wish, you won't even take a step forward. If I don't wish, you won't even breathe. If I don't wish, you won't even move. What you are talking of, taking that ownership of me killing all these people. You are not killing. I am doing it. I have already planned it. Don't worry. So, bhava nimitta matra savyasachi. You just be an instrument. And this is the wonderful message Krishna has given, not only to Arjuna, to all of us. To all the future devotees coming in so many generations. Be nimitta matra bhava. Be an instrument in the hands of the Lord. Be an instrument in the hands of the Divine Mother. We are not the doers at all. Why take that burden of ownership? It is His ownership. It is the ownership of the Lord who has planned everything, who has planned each and every move, each and every moment of all the creatures in this creation. It is His burden. Why we should get bogged down by it? Why we should take that burden on our heads? Let us just be child in the hands of the Lord. Let us be just instrument in the hands of the Lord and do whatever is allotted to us. Lord has allotted this role to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He has to perform it. He cannot run away. And therefore Lord again and again tells Arjuna, Tasmat Uttishtha. Get up. Lord has also planned victory for Arjuna. Lord has also planned Arjuna to enjoy that prosperous kingdom of Hastinapur. And therefore Lord says, why are you worried? I have already done whatever is to be done. I have already planned whatever is to be done. I have already decided whatever is to be done. You just be an incidental instrument in my hand in executing my plan. You be that instrument. Don't run away now. So get up. So that was a very strong message by Krishna to Arjuna and to all of us. Again and again reminding us, we are mere pawns. We are mere instruments in the hand of the Lord. Let us not take any ownership. Let us not take that burden. We don't have that capability of taking up that burden. We are not the doers. Let us be just instruments. And then Krishna thinks that in case still Arjuna has some doubt in his mind about the vision that he saw of all these Bhishma, Drona and Sutaputra Karna and all these warriors entering my mouth, if Arjuna still has any doubt on that, because Arjuna has got a doubting mind for that matter. Time and again Arjuna comes up with his doubts and tells Krishna, he bows down and says, please be gracious to me, have mercy on me, proceed and clarify my doubt. So Krishna on his own, he thinks that, well, my dear friend might have some doubt on the visions that he has seen just now. He has seen Bhishma, Drona, Karna and all the hordes of these kings and all these warriors in both the camps entering my mouth. Does he have any doubt on that also? Let me clarify that. So now Krishna says, Droṇaṃ ca Bhīṣmaṃ ca Jayadrathaṃ ca Karṇaṃ tathānyānapi yodhavīrān mayā hatāṃstvaṃ jahi vyathiṣṭhā yudhyasva jetāsi raṇe sapatnān. So now Krishna says, all that we have seen, Droṇaṃ ca Bhīṣmaṃ ca Jayadrathaṃ ca Karṇaṃ. Drona and Bhishma and Jayadratha and Karna. Now here Krishna has added the name of Jayadratha. The earlier vision that when Arjuna had told Krishna that he has seen in that universal form, he had only seen Bhishma, Drona and Sutaputra Karna. Jayadratha was not in that vision that Arjuna had seen. But now here Krishna tells him, it is not just that you saw Drona, Bhishma, Karna, you also saw Jayadratha. And Krishna is hinting to Arjuna that, my dear friend, Jayadratha is also another warrior which is going to be killed by you in this war of Mahabharata. Just don't think. Although Drona was not killed by Arjuna, Bhishma, Karna, Bhishma also was not killed by Arjuna. Drona was killed by Drishtadumna, Bhishma by Shikhandi. Happened to get wounded by Shikhandi. Bhishma, he breathed his last on his own accord. Bhishma was Ichchamarani. He could die at his own will. That was the greatest boon he had received from his mother Ganga. So Drona and Bhishma were two stalwarts from the Kaurava camp. And although they were basically, they never wanted to fight this war, but for their affiliation with the kingdom of Hastinapur, with the throne of Hastinapur. Drona never liked Kauravas. Bhishma also, he knew the Kaurava camp, Duryodhana and his sons, they were all wrongdoers. But for his vow to his father that I will be with the throne of Hastinapur, and at this point of time Dhritarashtra was the king of Hastinapur, righteously or whatever, he was the king. So both Drona and Bhishma, they had their unfortunate affiliation to the Kaurava camp. Now both Drona and Bhishma, they were not killed by Arjuna. Karna was killed by Arjuna. So Krishna here also named another warrior from Kaurava camp who was to be killed by Arjuna, and that is Jayadratha. So Krishna says Drona and Bhishma and Jayadratha and Karna, tathānyānapi yodhavīrān, and also many other stalwart warriors from the Kaurava camp. Mayā hatāṃstvaṃ jahi vyathiṣṭhā. They have already been killed by me. They have already been slain by me, my dear friend. Be not stressed. Be not distressed with fear. Jahi vyathiṣṭhā. You don't get distressed. You don't get saddened. You don't get disheartened that you are going to be the part of their slaying. Of course, with Arjuna's master archery, both Drona and Bhishma, they were absolutely, they were so much perturbed. They even got injured. But Arjuna was not the reason for their death. But then Sri Krishna says, although these two great warriors, they are going to die. Jayadratha is going to die at your hands, for that matter. Karna is going to die at your hands. But all these great warriors, I have already killed them. You don't get distressed. You don't get disheartened. You don't get that stress of going to kill them. Ma vyathiṣṭhā. You don't get into that the downgrading spirit. Oh, I am going to kill. Oh, I am going to. You don't. I have already done it. Mayā hatāṃstvaṃ jahi vyathiṣṭhā. You need not get perturbed over it. Yudhyasva jetāsi raṇe sapatnān. Therefore, fight, and you will conquer your enemies in battle. This is my word to you, Arjuna. Lord's words to Arjuna. Go and fight in the battle, for the victory is yours. I have already planned it for you. Be my instrument and wage the war. Don't think twice about it. Don't have any confusion about it. Don't have any delusion about it. Slay Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and other brave warriors who are already doomed by me. Wage war against them. That is your duty at this point of time. So what if the Drona is your guru? So what if Pitamaha Bhishma is your grandsire? Now these two were very close to Arjuna. Not so the Jayadratha and Karna. They were sworn enemies, for that matter. Although Karna was Arjuna's eldest brother, they were sworn enemies, but not Drona and Pitamaha Bhishma. Arjuna had the softest corner for these two personalities from the Kaurava camp. And therefore Krishna says, don't worry, fight against them. So what, Drona is your guru? So what, Pitamaha Bhishma is your grandsire? I have already killed them, Baba. You don't have to worry about it. I have already slain them. Be an instrument in my hand and fight against them. You don't think twice of shooting an arrow onto Pitamaha Bhishma. You don't think twice of shooting an arrow on Dronacharya. Maybe they may not get killed by you in this battle, but don't shy away. Don't run away from waging the war against these two stalwarts also, whom you have great reverence, because they have already been killed by me. They have already been slain by me. And this is what you have to do now. So slay Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna and other brave warriors who have already been slain by me. Be not distressed with fear. You are not going to do anything wrong. It is at my intent that you are going to do it. Don't be distressed. Don't be discouraged. Fight and you will conquer your enemies in the battle. What a word of confidence the Lord is giving to Arjuna. Fight and you will win the battle. You will conquer your enemies. I have already planned it for you, my dear friend. You just have to pick up that bow and arrow and start your fight. It has been already made clear that killing of Drona and Bhishma is not contrary to dharma. Although they are most righteous. Yes, they are the stalwarts. There is no guru in this universe like Dronacharya. Grandsire Pitama Bhishma, who sacrificed everything for the sake of that kingdom of Hastinapur. Just a word to his father, I am not going to take any chance of sitting on the throne. Although he was the most legal heir to the throne of Hastinapur. But once having given the word to his father, no, I will serve the throne. That was his attitude all along. And therefore, unfortunately, although he never wanted to side with Kauravas, he had to side with. He had to wage a war against Pandavas. Sitting in that palace, sitting in that court of Hastinapur, when Draupadi was humiliated by Kauravas, by Shishupala and others, Dushasana, Duryodhana, even Karna for that matter. Bhishma, he saw her being humiliated till she was saved by Lord Krishna. He could not do anything. He could not utter a word. He could not stop that evil doing by the Kauravas. He was so much dedicated, unfortunately, to the throne of Hastinapur. So he had to fight the war against. So, legally speaking, morally speaking, ethically speaking, they deserved to be killed, although they were not bad at all. They deserved to be killed because they had acted contrary to dharma. It was Bhishma's vow not to sit on the throne of Hastinapur, but to serve the throne of Hastinapur. It was his vow. Therefore, he had to side with the evildoers. He had to side with the unrighteousness. That was the most unfortunate part of Pitama Bhishma's life. And so was the case with Acharya Drona, who had been given shelter by Dhritarashtra. He had to serve him, whether right or wrong. And therefore, it was already made clear that killing of Bhishma and Drona was not contrary to dharma. It was very much needed because they had to side adharma. So Krishna says, don't worry about waging a war against them. The next question is whether they can be killed at all. And for Drona is endowed with great weapons. He is the Guru Varya, in fact. He is the Mahaguru. He has that Brahmastra. He has hordes of astras. That nobody could conquer Drona. Nobody could conquer Bhishma. But Krishna says, don't worry, I have already planned. I have already planned what is to be done with these two fellows who are unconquerable, unbeatable, invincible for that matter. So don't worry about that. You do your duty of shooting arrows on them. Bhishma is one whom death cannot approach without his own permission. He was given that boom, that you can, your death is self-willed. Till the time you don't will for your own death, death can't come and snatch you away from this creation. You will be there. Nobody has so far successfully combated with either Drona or Bhishma. Yet, another problem is in regard to Jayadratha. By hard penance, his father has acquired the power to make the head of that man burst who succeeded in slaughtering his son. Jayadratha's father had received this boon, that one who slaughters his son, his head will be beheaded. The person who kills Jayadratha will be destroyed. And so that was another invincible warrior from Kaurava's side. And of course Karna, he was a Maharathi Karna. He was a mighty warrior. Fourthly, vanquishing Karna is equally problematic. He is armed with Shakti, a deadly weapon bestowed to him by his father Indra. He has got that Kavach Kundala. Nobody could kill Karna. That Kavach Kundala that his father Indra had given to Karna. They protected him. They kind of created a kind of a barrier between any instrument, any weapon and his body. It was kind of a covering. It was a kind of a lamination that Karna always, he was saved from the fatal effect of any of the weapons. There is no escape for that man against whom this weapon is used. The Shakti that Karna uses as one of the powers. If Karna uses Shakti against anybody, that person cannot survive. So this is again, these are the four people in Kaurava camp who are invincible. But Krishna says, I have already taken care of them. Although Drona and Bhishma are not killed by Arjuna per se, but Jayadratha and Karna, yes. These two invincibles, they have to be killed by Arjuna during the war of Mahabharata. Now, when God is with us, who is against us? And when God is not with us, who is for us? That is the saying. Typically, it goes in Hindi. This maxim is worth pondering over and to be pursued in life. When Lord is telling Arjuna, you are going to succeed in this war, who is going to prevent it? When Lord is telling Arjuna that you are going to enjoy that kingdom of Hastinapur, who is going to counteract it? Who is going to counter that fact that Lord has planned? God is here with Arjuna. What can his powerful enemies do against him? Neither Drona, nor Bhishma, nor Jayadratha, nor Karna, none of them can do anything against Arjuna, for Arjuna has got Krishna as his caretaker. Arjuna is acting as instrument in the hands of the Lord Krishna. So there is nothing to worry for Arjuna at all. And therefore Krishna again and again says, my dear friend, get up and wage war. Don't think that you are doing anything wrong. They have already been slain by me. You are just an instrument. Come, fight the war, be victorious and enjoy the kingdom of Hastinapur. What else does any aspirant want? Any spiritual aspirant or any material aspirant in the terms of kingdom or throne or that unrivaled prosperous Hastinapur kingdom is concerned. So that is Krishna's message to Arjuna. Fight without any doubt. I am with you. Be an instrument in my hand. Because I have already killed them all. You are not going to do it. Be an instrument. Do your duty as a true Kshatriya. Do your Swadharma. And enjoy the fruits of the winning this great Mahabharata war. So that was Krishna's message to Arjuna in the 34th shloka of the Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga, the 11th adhyaya of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Thakur, Jai Ma, Jai Swamiji.